again tomorrow to see if he's not there. But if he is there, I will keep a camera. I will film. But I don't understand why the road's blocked off. I don't know.
Andrew Dawson, a man who posted a clip of a mysterious giant-like creature atop Whistler's Peak Mountain in Alberta, Canada, found himself entwined in a conspiratorial rabbit hole that would later cost him everything. But to understand the whole thing, we need to go back to the beginning. Social media allows us to share a number of funny, weird, and happy moments with friends, family, and even complete strangers all across the world. TikTok is one of those platforms where you can expect to find your share of conspiracies, creature sightings, eyewitness stories, and more. This social media app has seen its fair share of success since 2016, with more than 3 billion downloads since 1 billion active users in 2021 alone. But today's episode isn't about TikTok. It's about Andrew. And Andrew Dawson's TikTok account was no different. He shared his moments in his life with his followers, as well as other general comedy clips and so on. Though Dawson was fairly active on TikTok under the username AndyCapped, it wasn't until a certain upload that many users began to keep up with the young man and visit his profile to see what was new. It's important to note that Dawson was not a conspiracy theorist TikToker, or someone who posted videos on the paranormal or mysterious events or places. Dawson had a pretty normal profile, consisting of clips with his friends, his dog, family, humorous thoughts, and other simple videos that never touched on strange or eerie phenomenon. Which is why the uploads we're going to discuss were so unusual for Dawson to upload and quickly grab the attention of other TikTokers. While driving to work with a friend, Dawson spotted what appeared to be a giant-like figure at the top of Whistler's Peak Mountain, also referred to as Whistler's Mountain in Alberta, Canada.
What is it?
It's a person, dude. No, seriously, pull over, pull over.
No.
There's a person standing there.
No, it's not.
Dude, if you seen what I've seen right now?
Though his friend did not see the creature, Dawson recorded a clip in which a large figure that's humanoid can clearly be seen on top of the mountain. Once uploaded to TikTok on April 9th, 2022, this clip garnered millions of views and comments speculating about the creature and what it could be.
So the video is blowing up. I'm going to try to go closer and find a better angle. Or maybe blow the videos up and maybe I can get sponsored. A helicopter company can sponsor me to go up there. I don't know.
This initial clip would launch Dawson into an investigation that was also published through TikTok, allowing other app users to tune into Dawson's findings and provide their own theories to the mystery of this strange and obviously non-human being. Things only got weirder from there. It seemed the mystery of what could have been at the top of the Whistler's Mountain was beginning to intrigue Dawson a lot. So much so that he began to post the video of this creature outside of TikTok, attempting to get answers from what other people could to possibly determine what it could be. Dawson sought out the advice and theories from other people, but there was no definitive answers to his questions. Eager to spot the creature again, Dawson began to make nightly trips to the area of Whistler's Peak Mountain, which is located in Jasper National Park. There came a point where Dawson began to speculate that perhaps the creature he saw was actually Bigfoot. However, Dawson would not see the creature again and would report to TikTok that the being comes and goes. But how exactly did Dawson begin to learn more about this mysterious being? By asking the locals who lived in the area. Now, according to Dawson, in one of the clips he posted while journeying to look for the creature, the locals in the area apparently knew about the creature and confirmed its existence.
That's where it was yesterday. I spoke to some locals and it comes and goes apparently. I don't know.
They too had seen the creature and were unsure of what exactly it was. Dawson was directed to explore certain roads from the locals to perhaps increase his chances of seeing this being once more. Dawson would not have much luck when it came to another sighting of the creature. Not seeing the creature did not deter Dawson, as he would visit the same area continuously and record clips to keep his TikTok audience informed. However, someone else started to take note of Dawson's frequent journeys to Whistler's Peak Mountain. On April 12th, Dawson posted a clip in which he went into detail on the interaction he'd had with a CIA agent. This agent had stopped him during one of his investigative excursions.
I just got stopped by like some CIA agent. He told me to turn around, said I'm trespassing. I said it's a public area, like a public park or whatever. Some local told me to take this path. I didn't get it on camera, but I'm going to go again tomorrow and be prepared to be filming right now because he stopped the vehicle. His truck was blocking it. Said some like environmental issue was going on. I don't know. He told me to go back and said I was trespassing. I don't get it. It was awkward, but I'm going back again tomorrow.
Though his interaction did bother Dawson, it did not reach the intended goal of halting his investigation. He swore to go back to the area of Whistler's Mountain the next day, and he did.
So we're going to go on an adventure. It's currently 5:30 in the morning. I'm going to see if he's there early in the morning and see if I can get up a little bit. Look at all these mountains I got. They are everywhere around here too. That's the one. All right, let's go.
There were no run-ins with anyone at this time, although Dawson did note that he witnessed helicopters and trucks frequenting through the area, as if they were extracting something.
So they're extracting something out of here. There's 2 helicopters. What the f***?
Dawson would return to Whistler's Mountain again the following day, but he would be stopped by someone who Dawson claimed to be a government official. This person, government official or not, would tell Dawson to go back the way he came, issuing him a warning in regards to trespassing on the area.
The guy's here again. Yeah, this is him. What's going on?
Road's closed. Turn around.
Really?
Yeah, man. Just turn around, please.
Okay. Have a good night, man. So that was up. There he is. I'm driving past him again. Just turned around. I don't understand why it's closed off though. It's a public park or public road or whatever.
Being issued warnings for trespassing on the mountain were one thing, but it seemed like things would take an even more sinister turn for Andrew Dawson. On April 17th, Dawson would upload a TikTok video with the caption, "Being stalked."
I think that's the same vehicle from... Hey!
And for a few weeks, there were no new videos on Dawson's TikTok. On May 6th, Dawson would reemerge with a new video simply labeled "Official Update."
Hey guys, I just want to give you an update. I'm not dead. I have not disappeared. I have just been busy with life. I couldn't get around to posting and updating you guys, so now I'm going to give you an official update of what's been going on. Sorry to disappoint you guys, but all of the videos that I posted were scripted. They're just fake. They were just strictly for entertainment. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. I just needed to give you a quick update.
Many viewers would not believe this video was willingly created and uploaded by the young man. Many speculate he was threatened to make it. The videos seem to give off signs of being a coerced recording, as Dawson appeared to be nervous and constantly looking away from the camera, as if looking at someone else in the room. Perhaps the most eerie thing TikTok viewers noted was the introduction in the clip. "Hey guys, I'm not dead." May 16th saw another TikTok video uploaded by Dawson, simply titled, "I'm scared."
You might not see me post ever again. My videos weren't fake.
The next day, Dawson would upload another clip of equipment on Whistler's Peak Mountain captioned "Military."
What is that? That was not there yesterday.
This would be the last TikTok video uploaded to Dawson's profile. There was no word from him. Meanwhile, his videos did get over millions of views and, of course, a multitude of questions and theories as to what he'd seen. A podcast interested in covering Dawson's story actually reached out to him through Instagram without having seen his coerced style video involving the confession that everything had been faked. Through DMs, Dawson replied to the podcaster's inquiries. "All fake, everything fake, it's fake. Why? What did you see?" When the podcaster who was DMing Dawson sent him a link to Dawson's first creature clip, Dawson immediately backtracked. Dawson told the podcaster he shouldn't be talking to him. He also told the podcaster to be safe. After the podcaster responded with his own goodbye message, Dawson wrote back for the last time. "I can't say anything about it. It didn't happen." The podcast never got to interview Dawson in regards to his video, and it seemed like that was that on the matter. Some TikTok viewers really did see Dawson's clip as spoofs, and reasoned that the lack of content may have been the result of the young man taking a break from paranormal or conspiracy theory clips. No new videos from Dawson allowed some of his audience to begin to move on to the next trending topic. On July 1st, 2022, the obituaries published in the Campbell River Mirror would bring many viewers back to the clips of Andrew Dawson. One obituary in the Campbell River Mirror read, "Andrew Ryan Watchorn Dawson, November 4th, 1987 to July 1st, 2022, in loving memory." The photo following the family memorial looked just like Andrew Dawson from his TikTok videos online. People were also quick to offer their condolences while also thinking about the videos Dawson had posted on his profile. One person wrote, "The videos he posted made me wonder what happened. How do you post things like that and just die? Is he dead because of his post? Was he murdered? R.I.P." After seeing Andrew Dawson's obituary, many began to question the eerie videos he posted, and most importantly, many began to wonder what the circumstances were surrounding Dawson's death. However, details on Dawson's death are pretty minimal, meaning there's no direct cause of death stated on his obituary, and there's not much you can find online either. The lack of details regarding his death has led to a variety of speculation from those who had followed his content regarding Whistler's Mountain. Was this simply an unfortunate death, or could there be something more sinister afoot? This is a question that may not be answered anytime soon, but to understand a bit about the creature sighting that prompted Dawson's initial TikTok, let's take a little dive into the history of Whistler's Mountain. Whistler's Peak Mountain, also referred to as Whistler's Mountain or Whistler's Peak. The Whistlers, if we're speaking of the general area, is a mountain summit located in Jasper National Park in Alberta, Canada. Whistler's Peak offers visitors a beautiful view of the park, and you could even enjoy camping at the Whistler's campground before reaching the peak. Going through the Whistler's Trail can be difficult for some novice hikers, as this is a path that stretches about 9.6 miles and can take anywhere from 3 to 6 hours to climb the mountain. Of course, there is also the Jasper tram, which can take you to and from the Whistler's Peak without issue while enjoying a spectacular view. Jasper National Park itself started as Jasper Forest Reserve and officially became a national park in 1930. The park is located in the Canadian Rockies. Now, before Jasper National Park was even a forest reserve, it first served as a large fur trading post. The town of Jasper in the park is a small community of about 5,200 people. All in all, it seems like Jasper National Park is an idyllic area. But just like we've come to learn, every national park has its fair share of the strange and eerie. Jasper National Park has its fair share of mysterious creature sightings, but there is also a history of paranormal occurrences all throughout the park. For example, the aptly named Spirit Island in Moline Lake on the edge of the park is said to be the home to the ghost of a jilted lover. Though it is a popular and gorgeously scenic tourist attraction in the day, one that can only be reached through a boat in a journey of a few hours. Many locals warn not to visit this attraction during the night because you may run into something paranormal. Not only is the land of Jasper one that may house strange beings, but also the man-made structures, most notable the Jasper Park Lodge. The original lodge is said to have been first established in the year 1915 as part of a tent city. By the year of 1920, the property came under new management, and there were several additions built to it, such as cabins, bungalows, and a main lodge building. One of the cabins on the property is deemed to be a hotspot for paranormal activity. There is believed to be the ghost of a lodge employee who had plummeted to their death in the 1940s that haunts this cabin. The ghost is said to rearrange furniture in the cabin as well as flicker lights on and off at random. The main lodge building is also said to have its fair share of supernatural occurrences. These occurrences can range from harmless actions such as random items being moved around, unexplainable phone calls to the front desk, and phantom children handprints appearing on windows. There have also been sightings of an older couple dressed in clothing from another age appearing and reappearing at a table in the dining room area of the main lodge. There have also been paranormal events that are considered more sinister and uncomfortable, such as guests sharing feelings of unease and being watched, cold blasts of wind coming through hallways connected to the main lodge, and also animals being uncomfortable or distressed when moving through certain regions of the main lodge building. Some guests have also reported that they were pushed when traveling through a specific staircase in the main lodge. These paranormal occurrences may be connected to a man who was allegedly killed when he fell climbing the same staircase where these occurrences happened and breaking his neck. It seems Jasper National Park is a spot where many paranormal and odd creature sightings happen. Throughout the decades, while Jasper National Park and the town of Jasper was developing, there was a lot of occurrences, such as deaths, that may contribute to the paranormal events guests seen today. Do the eerie energies that run through this town and national park also appeal to the creatures that may have been seen in the area? Andrew Dawson may have used the power of social media to bring the attention to one of these creatures, but there have actually been more sightings of non-human beings in the park. Though these creatures weren't seen in the Whistler's Peak like the one Dawson saw, it is still important to note that there are other beings perhaps inhabiting the national park. Let's dive into a few of the creature sightings that have been recorded to occur in Jasper National Park. When it comes to Jasper National Park, some weary hikers have reported seeing tracks that belong to Bigfoot. In 1987, a solo backpacker was crossing through North Boundary Trail in Jasper National Park, and they say, "It was very early in the season, and I was likely the first person be on the trail that year, as I had seen no sign of people previous to me, not even any evidence of anybody through nearly 5 feet of snow on the Snake Indian Pass." The backpacker reported that they were coming out of some heavy bush and toward a downward slope when they came across large human footprints that crossed the trail and went into the bush on the other side. The prints looked to be fresh, and they even estimated the prints had been made into the ground within 45 minutes. When describing the prints, the backpacker describes, "They were very human-looking footprints, considerably larger than my own, with 5 clearly defined toes, and evidence of toe movement and what appeared to be dermal ridges on the cracks in the skin of the foot. They were hourglass-shaped, and very much larger than even the grizzly bear paw prints that had been planted over my own fresh boot prints a couple of days before." The lone traveler regrets not taking any photos of the footprints. They simply chalked up the prints as being those of park wardens that had been walking throughout the area with boots. It did not take the backpacker long to understand that the prints they had seen were not human, and in fact were those of a strange creature. Without further delay, the backpacker describes putting as much distance between themselves and the prints. One more recent encounter takes place in 2018 when a woman and her boyfriend were hiking through the Jasper National Park. The woman was traveling through a location known as Indian Ridge within the park when she proceeded the descent through a path not taken by many hikers. Once she passed an area of meadows and entered the marked trail that she had previously walked, the woman came upon a footprint, and she says, "A large footprint at that. The largest animal in the area is a grizzly bear, and the print does not resemble that. I continued walking along, and about 30 minutes or so later, I stumbled upon what looks like a partial imprint of the same footprint, about the same size and length as the last. The woman even took a photo of the views from her hike and then told her boyfriend about the footprint that she had spotted. While showing her boyfriend in the area where she had found the mysterious footprint, he noticed a black dot at the bottom of the ridge. It looks like it could have just been a cave, but it seems a bit odd of a spot though. One BFRO, or Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization investigator, who spoke to the woman and saw a photograph of the footprint, said this: "I asked the witness to send me measurements of her hand, used for scale in the photos, and calculated the approximate size of the first full track to be roughly 15 inches long and 6.5 inches wide. The track photo is interesting, as there are 5 clearly defined toes in a wide spread. The heel is quite deep into the now dry ground, was once muddy, and shows evidence of slippage, which could also explain the widely spread toes. Many other suspected Sasquatch tracks show the same feature. The forests of Jasper National Park have a long, rich history of Sasquatch encounters and remain an active area in Alberta. These encounters seem to point to the presence of Sasquatch creatures in the park. Interestingly enough, in one news article published in 2022, it found that Jasper National Park had almost 4 times the amount of roadkill compared to other close national parks. The article states this: between 2011 and 2021, Parks Canada reported 1,007 animals, coyote-sized and larger, were killed on roads in Jasper National Park. That includes 425 white-tailed deer, 161 elk, and 125 bighorn sheep that have been killed on roads in the national park. Seeing as there have been creature activity in the park, it would not be far-fetched to think that maybe not all of these animals have died on the road. One Bigfoot researcher says this about the typical Sasquatch diet: "It has been summarized that the diet of Sasquatch is consistent with that of bears. It is believed that they are omnivorous and opportunistic eaters like coyotes when weather isn't favorable. Berries and fruits are plentiful in the Bigfoot hotspot regions. Deer is another plentiful and important food source that is believed to be their main protein source. Though perhaps we won't know the answer to these questions anytime soon, the amount of animals killed at Jasper National Park far exceeds the amount of adjoining parks. It is concerning for the park employees and locals there, but perhaps the cause of these animal deaths could be left for further speculation." Going back to Andrew Dawson's clips, particularly the one where he was warned off by who he thought to be a government official, there comes the question of what would be the CIA having to do with a case such as this one? I mean, it's no secret that the CIA harbors a lot more secrets than the public knew over the years, especially when it came to researching the paranormal and other phenomenon a few decades ago. With the Freedom of Information Act, there has been access to some of the articles and areas of research that the CIA conducted decades ago. The declassified information that became available to the general public concerned a lot of topics that you may not believe were actually on the CIA's radar at one point. Well, it was widely theorized, but seeing documentation created and saved by the CIA made it a lot more real. For example, there was a document from 1993 concerning a strange alien vessel that had large circular fields of rings of energy that are projected out at an extremely fast rate. There was saved documentation of a Reuters article discussing a lawsuit on the Air Force to release whatever extraterrestrial bodies they were holding onto. There was information researched and saved of mental healing, psychic phenomenon, poltergeist activity, and much, much more that suddenly was available for the public to read. This begs the question, what else could the CIA be researching? And is there more information about other creatures not of this world that we have not been granted access to? Andrew Dawson shared a TikTok of a strange giant-like creature standing on the Whistler's Peak in Jasper National Park. This would lead to a series of events in which Dawson would be researching this creature, trying to see it once again, and further investigate what it was and where it may have come from. A devoted audience followed along on Dawson's investigation, with speculation and theories being tossed out as well. In just a few weeks, Dawson's investigation would hit a roadblock, be discredited by Dawson himself in what many viewers claim to be a coerced video, and ultimately culminate in Dawson's death. The death of this young man shocked many. and it led to further speculation on what may have been the circumstances leading to this unexpected conclusion. Could Dawson have been looking into something that was not meant to be investigated? Was his death the result of an unfortunate accident or illness, or something more sinister? It seems that Jasper National Park is filled with more activity than just your average hikers. There have been many accounts of paranormal occurrences in the main lodge of the area, as well as lore surrounding other regions of the park. There's not just a flair of the paranormal, however, as other visitors to the park have noted seeing prints that point to other inhabitants of the park that are not just your regular animals either. Though Dawson published a video regarding some of the strangeness that surrounds Jasper National Park, it seems that there has already been a record of sightings and other mysterious and eerie occurrences in this public land. Will we ever know what really happened to Andrew Dawson? That is a mystery in itself. However, one thing is certain, the speculation that comes from those who saw Dawson's video will never truly settle on just one theory. Until then, there will continue to be an air of mystery as to how Dawson's life came to an end, and if it has any connection at all to the strange creature he first saw on Whistler's Peak in Jasper National Park. But more importantly, I want to know what you guys think. Please be sure to let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from all of you. Also, if you're a fan of storytelling of the mysterious and supernatural, be sure to go ahead and like and subscribe for more content just like this. As always, I love you all, keep an open mind, and I'll catch you guys in the very next video.